My name's Randy Cochran, and I'm the Director of National Growth and Development with Equity Real Estate. Today, we're going to be talking about business planning and financial benchmarking for 2026. This is a comprehensive guide for real estate professionals to follow for their business planning in the coming year. As we start today's webinar, please have a pen and notepaper close by. Take notes along the way. And at the very end, I'm going to get you all my contact information so that you can send me an email so that we can email back to you all the resources that you're going to need to do your financial planning and benchmarking for 2026. As we start our business planning, we have to lay the groundwork. The real estate industry continues to evolve at an unprecedented pace. From shifting buyer expectations to rapid technology advancements, success in 2026 will require clarity, focus, and a plan that goes beyond intuition. As we sit down to start your business planning for the year, understand that there's a difference between a strategic plan and a business plan. The strategic plan is a strategy. And without a strategy, even the hardest working agents risk burnout and wasted effort. Strategic planning provides clarity about where you're headed and how you'll get there. Not just goals that carry equal weight, because when we think about what we want and where we want to go, they're two really different things. As we start to create our SMART goal framework to ensure our objectives are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, you want to be asking yourself, where do I want my business to be 12 months from now? And again, this is a strategic plan, not a business plan. And also think about what types of clients you want to serve in the coming year. We're definitely in a market that is shifting, and in order to earn significant income, you may need to move into a new market. And then ask yourself, what does my ideal lifestyle look like? We always want to be creating a lifestyle that supports our business, never a business that's supporting our lifestyle. And as we start our business planning and our strategic planning for the coming year, think big. Whatever your income goal is for the year, just double it. If it's 250, think 500. If it's 500, think a million. If it's a million, think 2 million. The bigger that you think, the more you're going to achieve. When you sit down with your strategic plan and your business plan, you want to have a clear mind and some clarity. Sit down in a quiet space, turn on some calming music in the background, and eliminate all distractions. That way your mind can focus on what you're about to embark on. As you think about your income goal planning, we always start with income first. And the reason why is we're going to reverse engineer your income goals. To determine your desired income, what you're going to do is you're going to think about all of the transactions that you need to do in the coming year based on your average income per closed transaction. And then you're going to translate that into sales volume and number of transactions. So what that means is if your average income, for example, is $10,000 a transaction, and you want to achieve $100,000 in income in the year of 2026, then all you need to do is close 10 transactions. That's less than one transaction a month. As you think about your commission and compensation planning, understand your commission splits and your fees with your broker. We don't want you looking at gross commission. We want you looking at net commission. And there's a big difference between the two. It's interesting because a lot of the companies out there give these elaborate awards based on gross commission earned. And if an agent was earning $250,000 a year but spending $200,000 in lead generation, that means that they're only making $50,000, and then they still have their broker split. By the end of the day, they worked very, very hard for very little money. Also, you need to factor in expenses like your marketing, your admin, and your technology. And we're going to be providing you with a tool that's going to help you break down all of those items so that you know exactly how much income you earned in the previous year but that's going to allow you to project what you're going to make in the coming year. Also, your personal goals and your business financial goals need to align because those are two very, very different things. And you also want to be thinking into the future to possibly a time where you're going to retire or sunset your business. That way, you're creating a savings and retirement and reinvestment plan for your business. As you look at your income and goal planning, one of the things that you want to do is think about where all of your current business is coming from. Not too long ago, I had an agent tell me that they wanted to double their income in the year that we were going into. And I said, that's easy. And they said, how? And I said, just pick the zip code with the highest average price point per sale transaction and then go there. You always want to build out a minimum of 4 pillars of income for your business. The first pillar is always your sphere of influence and your friends and family and what we call your top 50. Your top 50 are the top 50 people most likely to give you a referral during the year. And these individuals don't even have to have done business with you in the past. They just have to know you, like you, and trust you so that they can send you that referral. The other pillars of income are your choice. And we'll give you some options in the email that we send to you on what the other pillars of income are for your business. However, if your income goal is $250,000 for the year, for example, each pillar has to be able to achieve that. So if you have 4 pillars and you were to achieve your income goal in all 4 pillars throughout the year, that's $1 million in income. However, it doesn't always work out that way. You're going to have one pillar where you earn 150, another pillar where you earn 80, another pillar where you earn 40, and another pillar where you earn 20. But at the end of the day, and at the end of the year, we want to make sure that you're moving past that $250 income goal. Because if you only have one pillar of income throughout the year, you're either going to hit your goal or you're going to miss it. And with multiple pillars of income, it increases the chances that you're going to go way past your income goal. Now, as you're setting your goal for the year, you're going to think about different segments of your business. We are going to provide you with a short form business plan, and it's 1 page. If that's all you do, that's fine with us. But that 1 page short business plan is going to include a mission statement for your business. It's also going to help you define your target market, and you're going to list 3 to 5 key strategies that you can implement in your business throughout the year. And oftentimes, a mission statement for your business doesn't have to be long and elaborate. For example, I'll share mine. Mine is the 4 Ps. And that 4 Ps is purpose, people, profits, and predictability. Because if I know that I have purpose and I'm profitable, I can help as many people as I want or as I can. But also, if my business is predictable, I don't have to second guess anything that's happening throughout the year. So your mission statement doesn't have to be this massive, elaborate thing. It can just be what's personal to you. For your full business plan, we're going to give you a full business planning workbook, and it's a little bit overwhelming when you get the workbook. And what we recommend is that you don't try and sit down and do the business plan workbook all at one time. It's been said that you eat an elephant in small bites. And so what we want you to do is sit down in 30-minute increments throughout the next week or two and really do your business plan in great detail. And once you're done, you're definitely going to have a roadmap for where you want to go in the next 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, maybe even 30 to 50 years. Once your business plan is done, whether it's a simple or full business plan, you're going to need some implementation and accountability. You're going to want to get an accountability partner to share your plan with. You're going to review your plan regularly and make sure that that accountability partner, your mentor or your coach, is holding you accountable. And what you want to think about when you're talking with them about accountability is sticks or carrots. What that means is a carrot is something that you would put out there that is a reward for achieving your goals. If you were to take a stick and put a carrot in front of a horse on a carriage, That horse would chase the carrot until you got to your destination. A stick, on the other hand, sometimes it's our personality types is we need some poking and some prodding to move us closer to our goal. And we don't always feel like working. And the time to really work in your business is when you don't feel like it. And sometimes that's where those sticks or carrots really pay off and are a huge benefit in your business planning and achievement. And then you need to track your progress and adjust as needed. And we're going to be giving you tools to help you track your progress throughout the year. And all you have to do is plug and play and implement these tools so that we can create that predictability in your business that I talked about in my 4 Ps. For those of you that are very tech savvy, we can provide you with a business plan tool using ChatGPT. You will need the paid version of ChatGPT in order to use this tool, but you can literally sit down, go into ChatGPT, and about 15 to 20 minutes later, you are going to have a full built out business plan utilizing technology. It's very cool and it's very elaborate, and it can help you get to where you want to go. As you're doing your transaction tracking throughout the year, we're going to be providing you with some spreadsheets and some tools to help you track those transactions. They're simple and they're customizable. A crucial part of your goal achievement in 2026 is going to be utilizing your CRM. That's your contact resource management system. And we use CRMs because they're automated and scalable. It predicts what's going to happen during the year in advance. Our phone calls, our text messages, our emails, and our drip campaigns. We're going to be tracking key metrics: how many phone calls you make, how many appointments you set, how many appointments you go on, and how many of those convert. We're also going to be tracking your emails, your text messages, and your networking events, the number of personal notes that you write, and your quarterly client events that you do throughout the year. We're going to look at leads generated versus leads conversion to see where we need to increase or enhance your skill sets. We're also going to look at that average transaction size based on each pillar of income to see where we can maximize your time spent. We're also going to look at days from the listing period when you list a property to closing. And then we're also going to look at from the time that you sign a buyer broker agreement with the buyer to when they close as well. And then we're also going to look at your client satisfaction rates. We want all of your clients giving you 5 stars. And those 5 stars reviews need to be posted online on realtor.com, on Zillow, on your website. And we need to be sharing that information with everybody that you know all over social media, in your client communication, and your marketing. As you are doing your financial benchmarking throughout the year and utilizing the tools that we provide, our key performance indicators that we are going to be looking for are your gross commission income, your net profit margin, your cost per lead, and your return on investment. And there's actually one thing missing from here, and that's what we call ROT, and that's return on time. And believe it or not, time is worth more than money. And you need to be tracking all your time because time is more important in your business. And if you're wasting time in areas that do not generate income or move the needle in your business, we need to stop doing them and replace them with the right income producing activities. And you'll know exactly what those are. Once your strategic plan is complete, once your business plan is complete, because you'll need both of those, because remember, they're two different things, you're going to create a vision board for 2026 and beyond. The visualization that you're going to be doing is going to tap into your motivation and keep your goals top of mind. A vision board is more than decor, it's a daily reminder of your future. The human mind has a crazy way of bringing things into fruition, and if you can visualize the future, it will come to fruition. That includes good things and not so good things. So we always want to be thinking those positive thoughts and visualizing what we want and where we want to be. And remember, these are not material things. Oftentimes it's health, oftentimes it's travel, oftentimes it's time spent with friends and family. Oftentimes it's your health, it's your mental health, not just your physical health, but so many things can be on your vision board. I'm going to give everybody a little tip, and I did this with my vision board, and that is my vision board is double-sided. You never want to have a blank side on your vision board. So as you do your vision board, do one side. If you don't have enough to, add things to it throughout the year on the back, that's great too. But at the end of the day, you want a double-sided vision board. And then as you start to achieve things throughout the year, get a big green check mark and put it on your vision board, and then celebrate that success or whatever you achieved with your friends and family members and your associates in your office, because celebration is the fuel that keeps you moving forward in your business. We're going to be getting you the vision board instructions in the email that we send to you, and all you have to do is follow them. One thing that we recommend as well is once you've completed your vision board, go ahead and email them to me and share that with me so I can see what you're thinking and where you want to go. As we put everything all together, you're going to be doing an annual review cycle. You're going to set a time mid-year and year-end to assess your progress towards your income goals, market shifts that actually require plan adjustments, and performance against benchmarks. For your accountability and support, you're going to find mentors, join mastermind groups, or hire a coach to ensure that you're staying consistent and tracking your numbers on a weekly basis. In the email that we send you, you're going to get all the information so that you're able to do that. And then looking beyond 2026, the goal isn't just to thrive in one year. It's to build a foundation for future growth. You want to plan for scalability, adaptability, and sustainability. If everybody remembers the story of the three little pigs, one built their house out of straw, one built it out of sticks, and one built it out of bricks. And this is the year that we're going to build your foundation for your business, regardless of how long you've been in the business, out of bricks. That way you're able to stand the test of time. In the coming year, there's going to be a lot of real estate agents that get out of the industry, yet they're predicting higher sales. So what that means is if you have a strong foundation and you've built your business out of bricks, regardless of what happens in the market, you're going to be in a position to close more transactions simply because you have less competition. And right now we have higher price points than we've ever had before. As you're sitting down to do your financial benchmarking, you're looking at all your expenses for the past year, and you're heading into the new year, any expense that you had in the past 12 months, if it has not provided a 3 to 6x return on the investment, you need to turn it off right away and let's reallocate those funds. If you're currently with Equity Real Estate, you already know that you're in a great position with a phenomenal company that offers a set fee with full services so that you know that your costs for your business are predictable because it's the same on every transaction. If you're currently not with Equity Real Estate and you're especially with a broker that has you on some type of compensation plan that is a split type fee brokerage, then now's the time to consider Equity. A set fee brokerage can strengthen your 2026 business plan by lowering your costs and boosting your net income. With predictable flat fees, it's easier to budget, track expenses against your financial benchmarks. Also, you'll keep more of your compensation and commissions, which will help you reach your income goals faster while reinvesting savings into marketing, technology, or team growth. By choosing the right brokerage model, it becomes a key part of planning smarter and building for long-term success. And Equity is here to help you do that. We've come to the end of our web meeting, and I'm going to provide you with all my contact information. If you have a question or you need help with anything in your business, we serve regardless of any opportunity. It doesn't matter if you're with Equity or not. Go ahead and scan that QR code on the screen, and you can schedule a 15-minute phone call with me, a 30-minute web meeting with me, or a 1-hour web meeting with me, and I will help you with your business. Also, you can call or text me at 801-573-4935. That number again, 801-573-4935. You'll also see my email address there, randy@equity-usa.net. And once you've watched this webinar replay, either on our YouTube channel or on social media, send me an email. And in the subject line, put business planning and financial benchmarking. And I will email you all of the support tools that go along with the business planning and financial benchmarking module. That includes the ebooks, the plans, and if you need to, come back as a refresher and watch the video again. Everybody have a phenomenal year. Be powerful, be productive, and let us know what Equity can do to help you grow your business in 2026.